जो खाली eye so mali eye. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. यथा पुष्करणे पर यथा पुष्कर पर्णेस्मिन् अपाम अश्लेषणं तथा वेदनात् ऊर्ध्वम आगामी कर्मणाम अश्लेषणं बुधेः. As the lotus leaf remains untouched, although it is in the water but untouched by the waters, similarly vedanat urdhvam, when we come to discover our essential nature through Brahmanande Vidyananda, then all that is done in the past, good or bad, is wiped out. See? It is something like this. One example will make it clear. Gabbar Singh has committed many murders. Police was after him. And he was cordoned by the police and he was in that house. And police announced, Gabbar Singh, come out. You are already under our control. Surrender. You will not be killed. Gabbar Singh is Gabbar Singh. After some time, they heard a big blast in that house where he was. And then the police entered, breaking the door. And they found that Gabbar Singh has killed himself. Now, what we have to learn? What will be written on his file? The criminal deceased, file closed. See? Simple. In the same manner, when a wise man comes to discover his essential nature, he is no more anybody. See? How simple it is. Vedanat urdhvam agami karmana ashleshanam budhe. For the wise man, all the past has no meaning. It is for this purpose we have been telling 100 times. Don't talk about your past. Don't ask anybody about their past. Learn to remain in the utter present. See? When we consciously work on this, what happens? Our mind starts slowly dissolving in consciousness. Crystallized consciousness is mind. Crystallized mind is somebody. See? So, ईशिका तृणतूलस्य वर्णिदाह क्षणाद्यथा तथा संचित कर्मास्य दग्धम भवति वेदना. So Agami karma are gone. Then the Sanchita karma is accumulated. So whatever is done in the past, like the dry grass is reduced to ashes by the fire, in the same manner, Vedanath, when one comes to discover his essential nature, all the past is also gone. The future gone, past gone. Then, yathai dansi saviddhogni bhasmasat kurute Arjuna, jnanagni sarva karmani bhasmasat kurute tatha. This is what Bhagavan Krishna told Arjuna. Arjuna's problem was this only. Such a terrible thing will happen and then it will happen. Relax, man, relax. To come out of all the issues of life is only one word. Life is Rama Leela, Krishna Leela. In Leela, everything is necessary. Good, bad, gain, loss, friends, enemies, health, disease, everything is necessary. See? So, yathaidansi samiddaha agni bhasmasat gurute. Like the things are reduced to ashes by the fire, similarly, jnanagni. What is the fire of knowledge? Fire of knowledge is, this world appears but does not exist. How can you burn the mirage waters? See? How can you stop the sunrise and sunset? How can you change the blue color of the sky? It can be burnt only by the fire of knowledge. So after we know it is an optical illusion, we don't have to do anything. So even after knowing that it is an optical illusion, yet we will continue to see it blue and we will referring it as blue, but our knowledge is, it is neither blue nor any color. See, it is not that after knowing the truth, everything is lost. See, after realization, I don't remember, where from they eat the food, from the nose or from the ear. Why? Realization. This is what is going to happen. See, therefore, jnanagni sarva karmani bhasmasat kurute tatha. All the burden of our own past and future will be reduced to zero. Further, yasya naham kruto bhavaha buddhir yasya nalipyate hatvapi sa iman lokan na hanti na nibadhyate. Bhagavan says in 18th chapter, yasya ahankruti bhavaha nasti. He who doesn't have the sense of doership, I have done this thing. Then, buddhir yasya nalipyate. Therefore, there are no impressions formed on the mind. Two things. Our take mantra, dekho suno mat bolo. Now, dekho suno bolo. So what will happen? I have seen with my own eyes. I is born. And when you comment on something, an impression is formed on the mind. See? That is one of the reasons I do not know anything about anybody. Now, I am saying you for so many times. If you ask me, what are your names? No need. क्या जरूरत है? See, so yasya naham kruto bhavaha buddhi yasya nalipyate. Then hatvapi sa iman lokan na hanti na nivadhyate. Even if he is the killer of everything, yet he is neither killer nor bound by that. See, like when the enemies are killed by the soldiers, are they getting sin or merit? And there is no ego also. I have killed, because he is also gone in that. It is just happening. This principle I learned from a child, somewhere in Assam, many years before. I was staying with one Assamese family, and they had one Rakshas child, terrible monster. And he has to go everywhere and see what it is. So once all of them went out, and I was in the room, in the house. After some time, somebody came and said, these are the things to be delivered to this house. These are the things, and this is oil. Should I leave it? I said, leave it here, no problem. So he went. Then I was busy reading something. That is the place where I wrote my first handwritten commentary on Sadachar that time. So I was busy with that. After some time the people came. Now this Rakshas straight away came to my room. The way he came, my heartbeat started. My God, now what is going to do? But I can't talk to him. Other he'll come on my head. I was pretending I am reading and watching him. He saw what are the things kept there. He has no business. He has no business. Then water bottle, that oil bottle he lifted, it slipped from his hand. Oil spilled everywhere. He shouted, Grandma, please come. My dear Krishna, what you want? Grandmother spoiled the grandchildren. See? So, see, our maid servant, Kalpana, she has spilled oil in Swamiji's room. I saw with my own eyes. This Rakshasa did it. And she came and she started scolding that girl, maid servant. She said, Mother, I have not done anything. Do you think Krishna is telling lies? Krishna tells lies only. He doesn't tell the truth. Now, what I learned from that, I didn't get involved. Because I told you 100 times, spiritual practice is a continuous, unbroken process of learning from every single experience. We don't have to teach, learn. So that day I learned this thing. Even the child knew, if I am not the doer, I will not get the punishment. Then the question comes, who is the doer? So blame somebody. Yasya naham krito bhava. Then to whom we should blame? Hari Ichha. Relax. See, friends, spiritual practice is not a burden, but we become so serious, so serious. See? Particularly those who are successful in their business, in their profession, intellectuals. They are unable to drop all these things, constantly carrying the burden. Possessions, sukha kachra, gila kachra. So, yasya naham kruto bhavaha buddhi yasya na lipyate hatvapi sa iman lokan na hanti na nibadyate. Even if he kills the whole world, he is neither the killer nor he is bound by the act of killing others. Because he is not the doer. Now what are the things? Mata pitror vadhasteyam bruna hatyani idrusham na muktim na shayet papam mukha kantir na nashyati. Mata pitror vadaha, killing one's own parents, steyam, stealing, bruna hatya, killing the babies in the stomach, or what you call that, abortion, all idrusham, all these kinds of terrible activities, mukti na nashayet papam. His liberation is not contaminated by even such terrible actions because he is not the doer. Now the question is, how do we know that we are not the doer? Only one thing. Do we have regrets or arrogance of failures or success? Now, the best example I can think is, vision has no regrets. When a pig is seen or Paramatma is seen. So our rule, illuminator is not influenced by what is illumined. That's it. How simple this path of knowledge is. Na muktim nachayet papam mukha kantir na nashyati. And second thing, mukha kantir na nashyati. He will not have that frustrated, oh God, I should not have done. No. The quality of our mind is reflected in our eyes and in our skin. Those who have got some frustration inside, you can immediately see from their eyes. Mukha kanti na nashyati. Now, dukkha bhavavad eva asya sarva kamaptiririta sarvan kaman savapta amruto abhavat ityataha. Now we have seen of this man, this wise man, dukkha abhavavat, like there is absence of miseries, kamaptihi, fulfillment of desires, irita are explained by our scripture. But the difference is what? Sarvan kaman aptva hi amritaha abhavat. So, what is the ultimate? Sarvan kaman aptva, meaning when you are left with no lingering desire in your life. See? That is immortality. No loose ends. And this experience of ours, living at zero desire level, is in the deep sleep. Yesterday also I told you, deep sleep is an experience like a trailer of realization. But if we are able to maintain the deep sleep status in the waking, we have understood Brahmanande Vidyananda. When we are snoring away in deep sleep, and because of our snoring, others are disturbed, and they make comment, dekho, like a donkey he is snoring. We don't get up and say, not donkey, like Bhimsen Joshi. No? When you may say anything, who is listening? Because there is no listener, there is no hearer, therefore there is no reaction. Act in life, don't react. Whenever we react, impressions are created. So, sarvan kaman amrutaha abhavat. And therefore, it is said, Jakshan kridan ratim praptaha stribihi ya anyahi tatha itarahi shariram na smaret pranaha karmana jivam jivayet amum. Now here the teacher says, now this wise man, Jakshan, eating food, whatever food comes. See, we see many Siddha Mahatmas who are Jivan Mukta, they don't bother. See? One example is of Eknath Maharaj. He was carrying Ganges water to be put or sent it to Rameshwar, to put it on the Shivalinga. On the way, when he saw one donkey was dying because of heat and no water, so he didn't go to Rameshwar. He gave that water to the donkey. See? Because when you are established in your own being, now the simple example, we are established in left hand I am, right hand I am. Left leg I am, right leg I am. Back I am, stomach I am. Head I am, tail I am. So although differences are seen, differences are experienced, but differentiation on account of the perception of the differences is not valid. See? And therefore, will ever I say, I love my hand, I love my leg, I love my right hand? We never say. Whenever you say, you are having a doubt. See? Therefore, Jakshan, Kridan, playing, Strivihi, Yanaihi, even with the girls and with the vehicles and itarahi, by all other means, Ratim Praptaha, enjoying life fully. And yet, Shariram Nasmaret. That time, one is not even aware of the body, Prana Amum Karmana Jivayet. So the difference between the wise man, although seen to be indulging in this world, he is not indulgent. Then how these things are happening? It is said, because pranaha amum karmanam jivayet. As long as the impact of the past moment of the karma and the prana, the life is there, till then it will continue. But in that experience, he will not be demanding or repeating those kind of experiences again. Like, when you switch off the fan, for some time, because of the momentum, the fan continues for some time. In the same manner, with the momentum of the prarabdha, this body is born, it will continue and it will one day fall when the momentum is gone. Therefore, the lifestyle of the wise and otherwise is different. In case of the otherwise, the lifestyle is creating impressions and getting addicted. The wise man going through the experiences without creating impressions, because experience without experiencer. These few things, remember them. Experience without experiencer. Then pramana nirapeksha anubhuti, experience without involvement of any means of knowledge. Then the nirvishesha satta, the non-specific existence. Being without becoming. These are the key words. See? Then life is lived through us without we becoming anybody. Sarvan bhogan sa apnoti Nanyavat janma karma vihi vartante shrutriye bhoga yugat krama varjitaha. Now, Sarvan, this comes in Taittiriya Upanishad. Earlier was in the Chandogya Upanishad. So, it is said there, Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyomanna Soshnute Sarvan Kaman Saha. The word Saha is here. Sarvan Kaman Saha Apnoti. Na anya janmavat karmabihi vartante. All his desires stand fulfilled simultaneously, meaning what? He is left with no desire. And how are our desires? They are in a sequence. See, I should get a lot of money. Why money? No, then I want to get married. Without money, who will give me any government? So one desire, you got money. Then second desire, I want to get married. You get married. Then I should have good children. One child, second child, you have that. Then the children should also grow very well. That is done. They should get married. They get married. They should have children. They have got children. Do you think there is an end to it? See? No end. our desires are fulfilled in a sequence. Wise man's desires are saha, fulfilled simultaneously, meaning he is left with no lingering desires. Then how his life is, जो थारी रहा है सो मारी रहा है, ठीक है यार, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. See? सर्वान् कामान् स आपनोति न अन्य जन्म कर्मभिः. Our ignorant people's desires are fulfilled on the strength of the prarabdha, whatever we had done, good or bad in the last life. According to that, we get our desires fulfilled or not fulfilled. But vartante shrotri bhogaha yugapat kramavarjitaha. See, there is to be a great Mahatma in Rishikesh. You must have heard the name, Ram Sukdaji Maharaj. He used to say, he was eating only fruits. He was very orthodox and very highly strict in his discipline. Nobody can take his photograph, nobody can give him flowers, nobody can touch his feet. Ladies should remain away, they should not come near. Very rules and regulations. So he said in one of his talks, he said, I have observed, whatever you run away from, that comes to you. He said, during my childhood, we did not have fruits to eat because he was from Rajasthan. So I was always wanting to have fruits, but I was not getting. Finally, I decided, now no more fruits. When I stopped eating fruits, food started coming. So whatever you don't want, that comes to you. You don't want miseries. You don't want problems. And whatever you want, it runs away. See? I want comfort, go. How simple. Life becomes so beautiful with this kind of approach. This is Vidyananda. So, vartante shrotriye bhoga yugapat kramavarjita. The wise people are left with no more desires. Now, after having this, then what happens? Yuva rupi cha vidyavan nirogo drudachittavan sainyopeta sarva prithvim vitta purna prapalayan. An ideal imaginary personality is described. Yuva, healthy, rupi, handsome, vidyavan, wise. This is just example. See? So, you are young, rupi, handsome, vidyavan, very well read, nirogi, without any disease, drudachittavan, with a firm mind, sainyopetaha, with a lot of army with him, sarva prithim, the whole world, with the purnam, the whole world which is full of wealth, prapalayan. He is ruling such a country, such a world. Imagine. The king, who is young, handsome, wise, firm, lot of army, the whole world is under his control, and with the Purna, not a dirty country, dirty world, with the Purna, very wealthy, prapalayan. Then what happens? Sarvaihi manushekaihi bhogaihi sampanna trupta bhumipaha. And therefore, all the possible human comforts, sarvaihi manushekaihi bhogaihi, whatever human being can think about indulgent, all of them are available to him, sampanna, then truptaha bhumipaha. Then that king will be trupta, contained. Yes, I have everything. Then, yam anandam avapnoti. Whatever happiness is experienced by such a king, brahmavicha tad ashnute. Wise man experiences all that without having anything. So how many stages we have to go? Now the reason is given here. Reason is Martya bhoge dvayor nasti kama trupti ratasama bhoga nishkamataikasya parasyapi vivekataha. Now dvayoho, these two persons. One is the successful man like a king, and second is the wise man. Two of them. Martya bhoge dvayoho nasti kama trupti. Kamarata sama. So, Martya bhoga, the worldly enjoyments, desires, na asti. They will not have any desire. Like if you have, let us say, a multi-story building, Raymond type, and you are living there all alone like a bhoot. Now, will you require one more building? अब क्या है भाई? 6 by 2.5 is enough. See? So, Martya bhoge, in the worldly enjoyments, kamaha na asti. Both of their desires are fulfilled. Now the question is, ekasya bhogat. The indulgent king, he has no more desire because he has enjoyed everything. See? It is something like a person who has taken food sufficiently up to the nose. Maharaj, you want something? Mm-hmm. How was the food? Mm. Anything more? Mm. Why Maharaj is not talking? What is the dish that you like the most? Now he has to talk. He takes out the jalebi, this. Now he who has been eating up to nose, can he have any desire left? Similarly, Martya bhoge, in these worldly desires, one person is left with no more desires. But parasya, the man of wisdom, vivekataha api truptim apnoti. See, be attentive. Fulfillment of desires by getting the things, and fulfillment of desire about not having the desire. Result is same. See? When a diabetic patient is told not to take sweet, so he is suffering. And another healthy person, he gives up sweets on his own choice, he doesn't suffer. Because the first person is a victim to desire fulfillment. The second one is free from the desires. Now here we have to learn. When I want something, desire. Now why the desire comes? Desire comes because we have a sense of incompleteness. Then we start finding out what can I get so that I will be complete. Now Bombay example. You are all Bombayite? Bombay example. If I can add a balcony inside the house, I will get 2 feet by 6 inches more. Daridri? Happiness. What a joy it is. Like he who doesn't want, he can, it doesn't matter. Therefore, why these desires of the wise and otherwise man differ? In case of the ignorant person, he imagines incompleteness, and then to attain completeness, he goes on adding things. Then next step. One day we will discover it. Miseries are because of 2 things. Because we don't have, and because we have. Those who don't have children, they are miserable. Those who have children, they are super miserable. What Bhagavan will do? See, my friends, therefore, wise man has understood this. And therefore, his principle is Marwadi principle. Jo thari raha hai, so mari raha. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. So, vivekataha. So, real spiritual life is on the foundation of viveka, discrimination. Now, what is the discrimination? This is a common example I give. Early morning, I get up at 4. That time I want a cup of tea. So wherever I go, they know. So they will be keeping one electric kettle, water and dip tea. That's it, nothing else. So sometimes they forget or they don't have whatever. When it is not there, I become so angry. I can't disturb. And then when I get the tea, now analyze. So when I did not get tea, I am miserable. When I got tea, I am happy. So, tea is the source of happiness. This will be my conclusion. But the conclusion of the wise man will be, when you did not get tea, your mind was disturbed. When you got the tea, your mind disturbance ended. Therefore, undisturbed mind is the source of happiness. This is viveka, discrimination. If tea was the source of happiness, everybody should be happy with a cup of tea. But it doesn't happen. Therefore, what is the source of happiness in this world? It is not outside. Fulfillment of desires means mind is emptied of all expectations. And this is what happens when we are in deep sleep. Now, you must have experienced this. Suppose we have to catch a morning flight, maybe 7 o'clock. So, you have to report 2-3 hours before. So, you should reach there to the airport by about 5 o'clock. But from your house to the airport, it is 1 hour. So, you have to leave the home at 4 o'clock. So, if you have to leave 4 o'clock, you should get ready at least by 3 o'clock. Then you get up at 2:30, want to take bath, become fresh and go. So because you have to get up in the morning at 2:30, then you plan, I will take dinner quickly, sleep and get up in the morning and go. Dinner is over quickly, you sleep. From your sleep till the morning, you will be looking into your watch 298,000 times. Why? Because desire is there. So, desire is samsara. Freedom from desire is liberation. So, what is the liberation? Jo thari rahe so mari rahe. And this can happen through devotion. And what is the devotion? Not ringing the bell and making noise. Devotion is recognition that not a single event in our life is uncalled for. Every event in our life is designed for our spiritual evolution. But we should be able to recognize that. And recognition comes through satsanga. See? You can imagine, why imagine? You can just see. Bhagwan Ram was told he was crowned as a prince. Okay. Then next day, you cannot be a king. Okay. Relax. He did not fight and all that. Therefore, he is Bhagwan. See? But Lakshmana, he became angry. I used to want it. See, friends, therefore, Viveka is what? And fulfillment of desires is what? If some of our desires are not fulfilled, it is God's will. Don't change it. One more example. There is one lady, she is old, she must be now 80. I know her for many years, more than 30-40 years I know her. A Britisher. So, she adopted a child, a girl. And she told me, Swamiji, I adopted a girl, I wanted a child, I don't have. I said, then you should not adopt. If you don't have, God doesn't want, don't have it. No, I want, but I will have it. Hari Ichha. She adopted a child. Now the child was growing. When the child was about 12 or 14 years, drinks, drugs, prostitution, and all kinds of crime, everything. Because she was adopted legally, she has to take care till she becomes major. So fed up. Why this is happening? I said, you have gone against God's will. Don't adopt children. It becomes a burden thereafter. If you are required, He will give. But we don't understand His plans because Viveka is not there. Our ego is very strong. Therefore, parasya trupti vivekataha. Wise people are happy not because of fulfillment of desires, because of the discrimination. See? One person asked me this question. Hamidi, you keep on giving lectures all around the world, you move on, but the people don't change, don't you feel frustrated? I said, I am not a fool. Why? I don't want them to change. Why? If they change, where will I go? I maintain their ignorance level so that my market is going on. That God who created us could not change us. We, His product, can change others. Once you take this stand in life, you can never be miserable. Parents are miserable because children don't listen. They don't understand they are your children. They know you in and out. They will not listen to you. See? This is what he said in the next verse. Shrutriyatvad Veda Shastraihi Bhoga Doshan Avekshate Raja Bruhatratho Doshan Tan Gathabi Udaharat. It is said, the one who was the knower of the scriptures, Veda Shastra, Bhoga Doshan Avekshate, he has recognized the limitations of the indulgence and the happiness gained through indulgence. Bruhatratha Raja, the king Bruhatratha, Tan Doshan Gathabihi Udaharat. He has explained in his writing. It comes in the Maitreya Upanishad. So, what is said? Deha doshan, chitta doshan, bhogya doshan, anekashaga, shuna vante payaseno, kamastadvad vivekinaha. This is a very dirty example given. This dirty thing we remember easy. Where our health is, our attention doesn't go to the healthy part of the body. Where there is unhealthy aspect, there the mind goes. One example given by Gyaneshwar Maharaj is all that is included in the definition of I, we do not hate it. Take any simple example. Now, for example, we are now in our large intestine, there is a gobar gas plant. Think about it. You cannot have a dirty feeling in your mind. because it is included in the definition of I. The moment it is separated, dirty. So what is viveka? What is discrimination? This is said here. Deha doshan, chitta doshan, bhagya doshan, anekashaha. All the problems because of the body, because of the mind, because of the bhoga, purva janma papa, all of them, they may come to the wise man. Yet, shuna vante payase. The vomit of a dog, will we ever think of fulfilling our desire because we are hungry, there is nothing to eat, but a dog has vomited? Will we eat that? See how dirty the example is. Similarly, kamaha tadvad vivekinaha. So wise people can no more be influenced by any desire fulfillment as a spiritual practice. See, my friends, remember this. You are studying Brahmananda, Vidyananda. We are not telling you, you do this thing and you will get one more son. No. Don't get lost. Desire fulfillment is samsara. Freedom from the desire is liberation. But normally for us, what is desire fulfillment by going to temple, etc.? It is something like, I want to get something done, but I am not qualified for that. Then I will go to the minister of that department. When we go to minister, what for we go? For the right or for a favor? We go for a favor. What is a favor? Although we don't deserve, yet we want. Is it not? We go to the temple, to the God. We don't deserve, but we want. So, मस्का लगा लंबोदर पीतांबर फणिवर. देखो महाराज, wise man is therefore, his practice is only this. Deha doshan, chitta doshan, bhogya doshan. Don't get involved in fulfilling your desire for the sake of the body, mind, enjoyment. No. Kamaha tadvad vivekinaha. Therefore, desire fulfillment is not spiritual practice. We have to recognize this. निष्कामत्वे समेप्यत्र राज्ञः साधन संचये दुःखम आसीत् भावी नाशात् अति भीहि अनुवर्तते. Now nishkamatve, after fulfillment of the desire by the king and fulfillment of the desire by the wise man, both of them have no more desires. King has got everything, wise man also has no desire. Therefore he has everything. Same, they are same. But what happens in case of the king? Sadhana sanchaye, for accumulation of the wealth, etc., dukkha asid. He will have to struggle a lot. And bhavi vinashat, and fear. Somebody will come and attack and take away everything. Many people were parking their money in our Dubai. Bhavi nashat. No, I'll go to the insurance company. My money, insurance company gone. See, friends, wise people are happy not because of, but in spite of. So, Nishkamatve samepyatra radnya sadhana sanchaye dukkam asid bhavi vinashat. So, collecting the money, misery. Protecting the money is misery. Bhagavan Shankaracharya writes that अर्थम अनर्थम भावय नित्यम नास्ति ततः सुखलेश सत्यम पुत्रादपि धन भाजाम भीति सर्वत्रैषा विवितारीति भज गोविंदम भज गोविंदम. So atibihi anuvartate. Fear of losing in the future continues. No bhayam shrotriyasya tad ananda adhikonyataha. A shrotriya, the wise man, has no fear of collecting the things and protecting the things. See? Tataha, therefore, asya ananda adhikaha. So the happiness of the wise man is superior than the happiness of a rich man. See? Can we imagine a average person living on the roadside, working hard, has gone into depression?
No, right.
Depression is the luxury of the filthy rich people. See? Relax. आपको क्या होता है रिलैक्स? कुछ है नहीं आपको. Suffer. Wise people suffer in Hindi. Ignorant people suffer in English. Now you decide what type of suffering you want. No bhayam kshotriyasya ataha tad ananda adhikaha anyataha. Because the wise man's happiness is free from these fears, protection and accumulation. Therefore, the quality of his ananda is superior than the quality of ananda of the indigent person. Now, about this one topic comes in Taittiriya Upanishad. See? There, to quantify the happiness, some example is given so that we can get some idea. It cannot be quantified. Infinite cannot be quantified. The same example which is given here. A young, healthy, smart, rich, good wife, and intelligent wife, and understanding wife, all possible impossibilities are given. And he is the king ruling the world. Then his happiness is called as 1 unit of human happiness. Then 100 units of human happiness is called as the Gandharva happiness. Then 1 unit of the Gandharva happiness is this much. Then 100 units of Gandharva happiness is the happiness of the Deva Gandharva. These are different qualities of life. And ultimately, it goes to the Indra and the Brahmaji and the Brahaspati, everybody. And ultimately, all of them are no more comparable with the happiness of the wise man. That happiness which is having grades, a degraded happiness. That happiness which doesn't have any grading is infinite. So, both the sorrows of accumulation and protection, shrotriyasya na vidyate. Tad ananda anyat in comparison to others is superior. Like that of the ananda of the Gandharva and desire, etc. All these things are gone. Therefore, friends, अस्मिन् कल्पे मनुष्य सन पुण्यपाक विशेषतः गंधर्वत्वं समापन्नो मर्त्य गंधर्व उच्यते. The same topic from Upanishad is explained. अस्मिन् कल्पे मनुष्य. In this world, he is a human being. Then punyapapa visheshatah. Because he has done lot of good things in this world, he has accumulated merits. Therefore, the maturity of that merit, next life he is born as Gandharva. Then he is called as a Samapanna Martya Gandharva Uchyate. The Martya Gandharva means what? Meri chunari, ri. Martya Gandharva. People get tired of the re, and they clap. Chup. But that Dumbo thinks that they are appreciating his re. Marte Gandharva. Be attentive. All those who are performing on the stage is a bhog. See? They want people to appreciate. And who are those people? They do not know anything about Saregama Padarisa. See? I was in, I think, Pune, some classical program. Every year they have got during the Christmas time. So I was sitting because they called me, so I was in the front row. There was one person sitting next to me also. And I don't understand too much, but I can enjoy. So those who have got this half-cooked knowledge, they will say, "Kya baat hai?" And then they have to give a clap. "Kya baat hai?" Kya? And I was sitting next to him. On my thighs, "Kya baat hai?" Once, twice. क्या बात, कुछ नहीं, मुझे मारो मत. They are the Marte Gandharva. Thereafter what happens? Purva kalpe krutat punyat kalpat ado chet bhavet gandharvatam tad durushotra deva gandharva uchyate. The higher is deva gandharva. Now they are not only learning, but now they have become the guru, and then they start teaching. There will be so many disciples around, and they have got two yama niyama around them, and holding that tambura in their hand, and this one karte rehte hain. Now they are not ordinary. They have got two Jai Vijay around them. So Deva Gandharva there. After that is done, so they are more happy. I have got so many disciples, I teach everything. Then Agni Shvata Dayo Loke Pitarascha Chiravasinaha Kalpadau Eva Devatvam Gata Ajana Devata. So in this Pitrulok, those who are living there for a longer period of time, they are given the Agni Satta, then they are earlier Pitara in the beginning of the Kalpa, and then they become the Ajana Deva. These are the different qualities of life. Then Asmin Kalpe Ashwamedhadi Karma Krutva Mahatpadam Avapya Ajana Deva. Then in this Kalpa, they have done very good, great karma. Therefore, in the next karma, they will be the Ajana Deva, and they will be called as the Karma Devata. Then Asmin Kalpe, in this Kalpa, they have done so many good things, they become still superior. Yamagni Mukhya Devasu Jnata Indra Brahaspati Prajapati Virata Prokto Brahma Sutratma Namaka. In this manner, these are the various degrees of quality of life. Ultimately, Sutratma the Brahmadev. So the happiness of what is the Brahmadev? Highest happiness. See? Now, all this happiness is not even comparable to the happiness of the wise man. How many things they have to go through? Wise man is happy by default. They become miserable by fault. See? Life is like a cup of tea. It depends how you make it. There is no end to these desires. Sarva bhaumadi sutranta uttarottara kaminaha avang manasa gamyo ayam atmananda sadparaha. So what we are told, starting from the king up to the Brahmaji, all of them, uttarottara kaminaha, they wanted more and more and more. Then avang manasa gamya ayam atmananda tataparaha. But the Brahmananda, Atmananda that we are is far superior than the happiness of Brahmaji. See, friends, now from the totality come to individuality. If you have got some wound somewhere, then they'll be giving you local anesthesia. Oh, now there is no more pain. See? But if whatever may happen, your mind doesn't get disturbed, the happiness of the undisturbed mind is superior than all other happinesses. Much more than that is the ultimate happiness. Joy and sorrows, they are equal. Sukha-dukkhe same kritva labha labham jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujasva naivam papam avapsasi. Maintaining this equanimity under all conditions is God realization. थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ, ये जीवन है. Therefore, अवांग मनस गम्यो अयम आत्मा आनंदतः परः. So our essential nature, Brahmananda, is beyond all these relational appreciation of happiness. Now this thought will continue further. Tastai kameshu sarveshu sukeshu shrotriyo yataha nisprahastena sarvesham ananda santi tasyate. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.